What if I told you that an army of mighty elephants once marched toward the Kaaba, but was stopped by tiny birds? Yes. Birds. Not warriors, not kings, but small birds defeated a powerful army. This is the incredible true story of Abraha and the people of the elephant. A long time ago, in a land far away from Mecca, there was a powerful ruler named Abraha. He was the king of Yemen, and he had built a grand church, hoping people would come from all over to worship there. But there was one problem: people still traveled to Mecca to worship at the Kaaba, the house of Allah. Abraha was furious. He wanted to stop people from going to the Kaaba. And so, he came up with a dangerous plan. Abraha gathered a huge army, an army so big and strong that it had something no other army had: elephants. Among them was the largest, strongest elephant of all, named Mahmud. Abraha's plan? Destroy the Kaaba so that no one would worship there ever again. The people of Mecca were terrified. They were not warriors. They had no weapons to fight such a mighty army. What could they do against soldiers and elephants? They knew only one thing: they had to trust in Allah. Abraha and his army marched closer and closer to Mecca. But just as they neared the city, something unexpected happened. The great elephant, Mahmud, stopped. No matter how hard the soldiers pulled, pushed, or beat him, he refused to take another step toward the Kaaba. He would move in any other direction, north, south, east, but not toward Mecca. It was as if something invisible held him back. Then, out of nowhere, the sky darkened. A strange sound filled the air. The soldiers looked up, confused, and then they saw them, birds. Thousands and thousands of tiny birds, flying in perfect formation. But these were no ordinary birds. Each carried small stones in their beaks and claws. Suddenly, the birds released their stones. The stones fell from the sky like arrows, striking the soldiers and their elephants. The mighty army of Abraha was defeated, not by men, not by swords, but by the smallest creatures, commanded by Allah. Abraha's army was crushed. The survivors fled in terror. Abraha himself was badly injured. He returned to Yemen in shame, and soon after, he died. His plan to destroy the Kaaba had failed completely. This is the story Allah tells us in Surah Al-Fil. Allah says, "Have you not seen how your Lord dealt with the people of the elephant?" Allah shows us that no matter how big or strong someone may seem, nothing is greater than his power. The Kaaba was protected, not by humans, but by the command of Allah. Even tiny birds, creatures that seem weak, became the soldiers of Allah. This story reminds us that when we put our trust in Allah, He will always take care of us, no matter how impossible the situation seems. And that is why the Kaaba still stands today, visited by millions of Muslims every year. This story teaches us to trust in Allah, be patient, and never lose hope. Did you enjoy this story? If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Until next time, remember, Allah is always watching over you.